You know, it's funny, whenever a movie seems to go up on a torrent site, I always seem to get a handful of subscribers asking me if I've seen this movie or a movie, particular movie, and if I would recommend it or if they should watch it. But I'm thinking to myself, well, wait a minute, if it's on a torrent site or free streaming service, why do I need to tell you to watch it? It's free. Just fucking watch it. Hey guys, welcome to Happywax TV, and I hope that wasn't rude. I honestly appreciate you guys, you know, asking me if I've seen movies. I love it, to be God honest with you. It's great. So please don't stop. You know, send them my way, and I'll do my best to get around to watching them. But I had a bunch of you ask me about this movie. I don't know if it went on a torrent site or something. It always seems to happen when you know, somebody puts it up there and it's a movie, you know. This one's from a couple years ago anyways, 2018, Dead Squad, Temple of the Undead. I'd never heard of this flick before. But again, I had a bunch of you ask me about it, so I found it and I watched it. And to sum this movie up, like it's a terrible movie, okay? Like don't I'm going to defend it here a little bit, okay? But at the end of the day, it's a terrible fucking movie. So, but it's a fun movie to watch. It is. It's the kind of movie you'd probably enjoy if you were like a Saturday night with a bunch of friends, you know, kind of like at a house party, and you want to watch like a cheeseball splatterfest type horror movie, and you're going to be drinking while you're watching it. Then this is the movie for you, because it's got all the silliness, it's got lots of over the top gore, you know, terrible fucking acting, which makes cheesy bad flicks really good. At no time in any part of this fucking movie does it take itself seriously. And that's, you know, that's what makes it kind of watchable, is because you know early on it's going to be a cheese fest. The acting, and I don't understand why they did this, and I tried to find out, I did a little bit of research to find out why, but I'm always, you know, stressing, if you can watch subtitled movies over the dub movies, if they're available, then watch the subtitled movies. Like, because overdubbing is fucking stupid, and I hate it, and it detracts from the actual natural language of the, you know, what the film was made in. But this is an English movie, but it's overdubbed in English. I don't understand it. So my question was the acting so fucking terrible that they had to go back and overdub the actors with better voice actors so that it didn't sound as bad? I don't know, but that in itself was fucking hilarious. You know, that on top of the Nazi scientists 1 minute having a German accent, and then the next minute having an Australian accent. What? I don't know, but it was, I don't know, man. Like, you know, I didn't hate this movie. Like, this is the kind of schlocky shit that I kind of grew up with when I was a lot younger, you know. It's not, the sad thing is like back in the 80s and stuff, when you'd watch a movie like this, and a movie like this would flourish in the 80s, okay? But to try and watch it now, just because like movie making has just advanced so much, even like low budget movies, if done right, don't look like low budget movies. Do you know what I mean? But it's just, to try and pull this off nowadays, I mean, it's a slippery slope, and it's like it can easily tip one way or the other, of whether it's going to be a pile of shit or, you know, something that you're going to fucking watch 2 or 3 times. And like, I'll never watch this movie again. I'll never think about it again after I shut that camera off. But I just, you know, I didn't hate it. You know, it had everything that I wanted in this movie, and it didn't take itself seriously. Like, the movies that I mostly rant about, for the most part, are the ones that are like this, but they try and have us like nothing but a serious tone. And it's just, I just didn't get the feeling here. I think I had to feel like, listen, this is Dominic Hauser's first movie directing, okay? And he also wrote it. And like, I don't want to be insulting, but if he set out to make this a cheesy, you know, comical, fucking stupid but fun to watch flick, then he succeeded. But if it was, you know, the other where he actually thought he had a masterpiece here, then dude, you better stick to the music department like your profile says, because goddamn, man, like if that's what you were going for, like a serious, you know, you thought you had a classic movie here, well, I'm sad to say that, no. But if you set out with the intention of making this as cheesy and over the top as you could, then well done. So I don't know. Maybe I'll hear from him. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure what his intention was, but I don't know. Anyways, the synopsis too, it's very simple. It's just it's a bunch of kids that are on a vacation somewhere in Bali, I believe it is. And they wind up in this old temple where the Nazis had been, you know, I don't know, about, what was it, the 50s or 40s, whenever it was, doing all these human testing experiments. And the temple that these guys get trapped in is just littered with the work of these Nazis in the form of zombies, right? And then there's these two super zombies, these crazy ass fucking things. In fact, I did read that initially this movie was supposed to be called what the lead zombie's actual name is, which is Z13, and that's played by Conan Stevens. What a cool name. Now, this motherfucker's 7 foot tall, okay, and I looked him up on IMDb, and because when you see him in the movie, he's just this massive fucking man, and I thought, okay, that has to be kind of a suit that he's wearing, and he obviously has prosthetics on, but he is a big motherfucker, and he played this part perfectly because it was all practical. There was no CGI, which is fantastic. And then the lady that plays the zombie queen, who is this other massive fucking zombie woman, is played by Erica Everins, who is in one of the American Horror Stories. I think it was Freak Show. And she's like 6'8", so she's like just towering over this thing. You know, and it just works. You know, the cheesiness, again, this isn't a great movie, but the cheesiness of this movie works. These over-the-top zombie characters work. I mean, I don't know. Some people are I think he did go in with the intention to make it as corny and as cheesy as he did, because the acting is terrible. You know what I mean? But the splatters there, I mean, you've got, you know, zombie sex, which is, you don't really see that in zombie movies. You know what I mean? Like, it's got it all in here. I mean, there's lots and tons of blood, practical gore. You know, there is some CGI, and it's mostly, again, it's in mostly gun muzzle shots, which is fucking terrible in this movie. They don't even line up with the gun, but you know, and then the ending is, like, again, the acting is fucking terrible, but like, I don't know. All the actors and actresses involved in this movie who were like the main cast, like, it was terrible. The acting was fucking terrible, and you should all be ashamed of yourself, really, but maybe that's why they overdubbed your voices, because the acting wasn't, but the overdubbing of their voices made the acting even sound worse. So I don't know. I'm just going to say that he was going for cheese to the fucking highest level. So, you know, it kind of won me over a little bit, because, again, like I said, I grew up with this shit back in the 80s, so this movie would have flourished back then, especially with all the shitty fucking Italian horror that was out in that time. You know what I mean? And argue with me if you want all you want, it'll fall on deaf ears. Like, a lot of the Italian horror, this is what I thought of, like, this is the same style, that cheeseball garbage fucking Italian horror, and I don't know, I don't really like Italian horror movies, like, from that era. I think most of them are garbage, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that, whatever. But this movie would have flourished in the 80s, trust me. So, but to watch it now, it's a bit of a stretch. But anyways, I've talked about it. I've said all I wanted to say. Is it worth watching? If you go into it with your buddies or your friends at a house party and you're going to be drunk while you watch it, absolutely watch the fucking thing, because you're going to love it. If you're going to sit down and you think you're going to see a tight-knit fucking story with some killer acting and some, you know, no, you're not. You're going to watch a pile of shit movie that you're going to fucking turn off and hate. So those are what the mindset you have to go in with. So go in with the first one. Just get drunk and watch this flick, and you'll probably fucking laugh at it and love it. It's 90 minutes long. I mean, it doesn't seem too long. It's just, again, it's cheesy, man. Fucking cheesy. But Practical effects are really good, and I didn't hate it. So to give it a rating out of 10, I'd probably give it a 5. I'm not going to fail it. I mean, some of the set pieces look pretty cool. I don't know, like it was filmed in Bali. I think Bali only has one movie studio, so I don't know if it was, this set was taken from another movie. I don't know, but you know, the set was there. It was pretty cool. The zombie makeup was cool, and the 2 lead zombies was really cool, or the look that they were given was really cool. And for the most part, it's all practical. So anyways, it's called Dead Squad, Temple of the Undead. It's out now. It's been out since 2018. Again, keep the movies coming, guys, if you want me to talk about stuff. And that's all I got for this one. So anyways, if you have seen it, let me know what you think, guys. And until next time, stay scared.